Okay, so here's just a quick video about the different ways you can play Hallelujah. So obviously we're all going to be doing the same chords, but there's a lot of room for variation in terms of how you actually play said chords. So simplest way to do it is so we're in 6/8 times, so it's timed in sort of 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, with an emphasis on the 1 and the 4. So what you can do is just hit the 1 and the 4. So like this. So if we were to count in 1 2 3 2 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So just like that, sort of 1 2 3 da, 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 da. So just kind of have that meter going in your head of 1 da, 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 etc., and just sort of hit every 3 basically. So 1 2 3 2 2 3, 1 2 3. Another way you can do it is if you want to get a bit more lively about the strumming, you can hit, I suppose, you can sort of double up on the 6. So like this. So if the timing again is 1 2 3 2 2 3, 1 da, 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 1 2 3 2 2 3. So you're going down with your hand on every number, let's say, sort of 1 2 3 2 2 3, 1 2 3 2. But you can come back up in between that, so something along these lines, and you can kind of you don't have to stick to a specific pattern. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'll just stay on the one chord for this. So So there's a whole load of sort of, it's almost kind of a random pattern. But what I'm not doing is this whenever I skip one. I'm not sort of pausing and sort of, only moving when I have to. My hand is going da 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 da, and I'm sort of defining the pattern by which ones I skip. So if you just keep your hand going in that 1 2 3 4 5 6, down up down up down up down, like that, and you just sort of skip a few. So just try it. So to try that, just hold one chord, just C major, and just kind of have your hand always at no pauses, just down up down up down the whole way through, and you just sort of skip a few to kind of so that, but you don't want it to be sort of da 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 da. That's very monotonous. So you make it a bit more interesting by just skipping a few of the ups or downs, or a few of the strums. So and that helps keep you in rhythm as well. There's that constant motion of your hand, just da, 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 instead of, because when you only move when you have to, things tend to get a bit, you kind of get a bit stiff, and the rhythm doesn't flow as well as it could. So another way to do it, which is a bit different, which isn't really strumming, is to pick it. So a nice easy way to do that is just have a finger, or a digit, I suppose, um, assigned to each string, basically, right? So you'd have your thumb pressing down on the top, well, not pressing down, but just laying on top. First finger on the next string, second finger on the next, third finger on the next. So they're kind of hooked under. So a pattern you could do would be all the way down, and then back up. 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 4 5 6, 1 2 3. And you can do that with all the chords, just that same exact pattern. And that can be kind of nice too. That'll give it a bit of definition, sort of a definition that the strumming doesn't necessarily do. So to have both going at the same time would be lovely. Okay, so then in the other videos, then there's a slow version of just the first verse, and then a complete playthrough of the whole thing. So those will be up in a sec.